What's up, credit family? It's your boy, Mr. Credit Banking, and I am back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss credit banking. So, guys, I know I call myself Mr. Credit Banking, but I want to kind of explain to you guys what is credit banking, at least how I define what credit banking is and how I use it in my my day-to-day budgeting. So, let's get started, guys. So I have a little diagram, a little chart I'm going to show you to help me better explain what credit banking is. So give me a minute to let me set up. Hopefully you guys can see that, and I will get started. So for today's example, we're going to use a couple of dates and go over a couple of different items as it relates to credit banking, so we're all on the same page. So billing cycle. So the billing cycle for today's example is from March 19th to April 19th, which is 31 days. A billing cycle is that time period in between statement dates, is your billing cycle. So anyways, and the other thing that we're going to go over is your grace period. At least for mine on this particular credit card, it is 27 days. So when my statement closes on April 19th, they will tell me on my statements that the amount of money that I owe them is due on May 16th, which is my grace period. Most people don't know about those 27 days slash grace period. So all of that's very important, and it's one of the reasons why I do credit banking. So anyways, I want to show you guys why I feel credit banking is more superior to just paying your paycheck. Paying your bills with your W-2 paycheck. So anyways, typically people are paying their bills via their checking account from the money that they get from their W-2 job. So the money comes in, once a week, twice a month, so whatever. When the money comes in, it goes directly into their checking account. The bills come in, and maybe once a week they pay their bills, like when they come in randomly throughout the month. So anyways, I do not do that because, you're losing, I feel, when you pay your bills, in a weekly or monthly with your W-2 paycheck. I feel a better way to do it is to pay your bills with your credit card, credit banking, and you're going to get 2 wins by doing it this way. So, like I said earlier, most people, when their paycheck comes in, and once a week or daily, whenever the bill comes in, they pay it straight out of their checking account. They pay their bills, whatever, and it works for them. But they are actually losing when you see how I do it with paying my bills via my credit card, credit banking. So the way I have it set up, I pay all of my bills with my credit card. And you say, Mr. Credit Banking, that's impossible. There's some bills that you can't pay with a credit card. For those bills, what I do is that I take cash off of my credit card, put it into my checking account or my savings account, and pay those bills that way from the cash I took off of my credit card. So in theory, I am paying all my bills with my credit card. So my setup is that I have everything that I'm going to show you here on today's example is done. I have it set up automatically. I'm not doing this thing on a daily basis or anything like that. I look at my bills, I look at my budget once a month. So how I have it set up for the bills that I'm going to pay with a credit card is that I'll contact whoever that company is and have them auto debit that bill from my credit card. And so throughout the month, I don't have to worry. Like most people are always worrying, oh my God, when is my paycheck going to come in so I can pay my bills? And you're always going, please, let that paycheck come in first. I have the money available so I can pay my bills. I never have to worry about that because I'm paying my bills via my credit card, and there's enough funds on my credit card to pay my bill any random time throughout the month. So throughout that 31-day billing cycle, I am paying my bills randomly. Don't have to worry, sweating when I'm going to get paid or anything like that. But I am getting paid like everybody else. My W-2 paycheck comes in and it goes straight into my savings account, not my checking account. And that's very important. I'll get to that a little bit later. But throughout the month, my W-2 paycheck comes in, sits in my savings account, not my checking account. and then my bills randomly throughout the month is being debited to my credit card, and my bills are being paid, and I don't have to worry about it. So 31 days later of me just paying my bills, I'm living my carefree life, not worrying about my bills being paid on time or when my paycheck is going to come in. 31 days later, April 19th, my credit card company gives me a statement, says, Mr. Credit Banking, throughout the past 31 days, you spent $1,000 of our money. And that's key right there. I spent their money. I spent other people's money throughout the month, not my money. My money is coming in, sitting in my savings account, earning interest. All right, guys. And then you guys will see I will not be paying any interest to the credit card companies. I am earning interest from my W-2 paycheck that comes in, that sits in my savings account. I've used the bank's money, all right? And then when they give me my statement on April 19th, then, the banks like me so much. Well, I guess they like all of us because they do this for everybody. They're going to say, Mr. Credit Banking, to this April 19th, you owe us $1,000. And guess what? You don't have to pay us for another 27 days. On May 16th, give us our $1,000. That is the grace period, guys. That's the grace period. I spent the money, 31 days ago, and they're giving me another 27 days to pay them back that $1,000 that I owe them. So potentially 58 days is going to go by, 1 month and 27 days before I have to give them a dime of my money that I spent, a month before. So this is why I do, credit banking. I spent the bank's money, and they're going to give me a grace period to give them back their money. And the bank loves me so much too, and you too, if you're using your credit card to pay your bills, if you're doing credit banking. They will give you cash backs or points or whatever, reward you have set up with your credit card company. So I'm going to get money from them. I don't have to pay them for 58 days. And guess what? Because I am going to pay my statement balance, the statement balance on the April 19th, I am going to pay it in full on May 16th. They get no interest from me, guys. Zero interest from me. Because I'm using this hack. They're going to get zero interest from me, and they're going to give me cash back. So it's win-win for me. And at my bank, I am going to get more interest off that money that's sitting in my savings account. Because, guys, that I've been getting paid, randomly for the past 58 days from my W-2 job. And guess what? I've been earning interest on that money this whole time. It's been sitting there because I've been using the bank's money. My money been sitting in the bank, earning interest. All right, May 16th, I gave the bank back their $1,000. And I do this over and over and over, guys. I get cash back. I get more interest because my average daily balance at my bank, where I have my savings account, that money's been sitting there longer than what most people's money sit in the bank. Most people's money comes in, they get paid, and a day or two later, it goes back out. So their daily average is very low. My daily average is really high because my money's been sitting there for potentially, 58 days or so, earning interest in my savings account. And so I want to touch on why I put my money in my savings account. So most people take their W-2 paycheck and put it straight into their checking account, and then they transfer what's left over, which is usually nothing, whatever, a little bit, into their savings account. Well, I guess I do it the other way around. I transfer my W-2 paychecks when I get paid. I get my job deposit straight into my savings account. All right. And so it's sitting in my savings account earning interest. I'm making money. My money's working for me instead of sitting around. All right. And then when I need it, I transfer it out. And I usually only transfer that to pay my bills. 58 days later, I transfer that money out maybe a day or two before I have to pay the bills. So my money's sitting there working for me, unlike most people, it just comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out. All right. Mine comes in, and it's sitting. Random times coming in, sitting there, and I spend it, once a month when my credit card bill is due. I'm not spending when all my random bills, my gas bill, my light bill, my grocery bill, all of those things. Well, most people are doing is coming straight from their checking account. Mine going to my savings account once a month. I take it out, pay my bills. So guys, this is why I feel, and it works for me, that doing credit banking is more superior than taking your W-2 paycheck and paying your bills. Use other people's money, guys. Use other people's money. Use the bank's money to pay your bills. That way you earn cash back, you earn interest from your bank, and you have more cash on hand. And so if some emergency comes up or whatever, you have more cash on hand to spend your bills. You get cash back, and you're using other people's money to pay your bills. Your credit card company is basically giving you a 0 interest loan for about 58 days, guys. Come on. Why wouldn't you do it? Credit banking is the way to go. It works for me. I think it worked for you guys. You guys should try it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you doing credit banking? Have you done it before? Are you going to do it in the future? You have any questions about it? Guys, once I found out about credit banking, I was hooked. That's how I live my life now. That is my lifestyle, credit banking. I do not use my W-2 cash until I have to use it. I'm using other people's money, the bank's money, to pay my bills. And then only when I have to, I give them my cash. But I've earned, tons of interest, cash back first before I give them my money. So guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Mr. Credit Banking out. Peace.